I know this might be institutionalized, man, but this is a real simple solution. I had looked up how to make homemade brew or whatnot in homemade wines, and I got all these people with all these, oh, add this, make this straw, glue this together, this, and that, man. It's real simple, man. What the first they don't tell you is that you gotta boil the sugar, man. It's a little sugar in there. You can't see it. Boil it till it's dissolved, just a little bit. And you might want to use a little bit less water than that if you don't know what you're doing and you're looking for some way more potent stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, we down here trap house, getting the papers together and everything. Yeah, but nevertheless though, man, I'm gonna show you how to make this prison hooch the easiest way, man. Cause only people who've been in prison and winos actually do this type of stuff. I mean, other people, they do it, but they get real technical and stuff like that because they wine connoisseurs. They make their own stuff, but I got a little bit of beer in here mixed with the alcohol. The alcohol eat up the little barley and the sugar that's in it. Excuse me, the orange juice break down the barley and sugar that's in it. You never want to boil, never, ever boil the alcohol before it's fermented. Never, ever boil it to sterilize it, none of that, because you're going to kill the fermentation process. It's a germ. So, basically, let me take you down there through that real quick, right? You take this, and when it starts to, you take the orange juice, and when it starts to rotten, it creates microorganisms that eat the sugar and it excretes ethanol, which is edible alcohol. So the more sugar, sometimes the better, but you got to get it going, and don't add a lot of sugar, right? Because sometimes it might not ferment when there's too much sugar in it. It'll just start turning to vinegar or whatnot. But okay, you got a little beer in here. That substitutes for the yeast. Like you could take yeast fresh out your go get one of those the stuff with the Pillsbury Doughboy on it, the biscuits and things like that. You could drop it in there, or you can get some real raw yeast. It don't matter. It's still gonna do the same thing. The pure yeast does help cook it faster. But once you already cooked the batch and the germ is in the bottle, still use the dirty bottle with just about this much left in it, and it's gonna start cooking a lot faster. The more you start cooking on the next batch, the more you want to leave behind. So if you want to do about a gallon, 2.7 quarts, which is like 89 full ounces, a little bit over 2.5 liters, use about this much left, and it's gonna start cooking faster and faster. So usually it takes 5 to 7 days on your first batch, depending on how warm you're keeping it, where it's at in the house, whether it's cool or not. But you want to keep it in the hottest place that you can. But you do not want to ever boil it. You can drop it in the microwave for a couple seconds, but do not boil it, because you're gonna kill the fermentation process. Make sure the water not all super hot. But look, okay, now boil the water, that water. Now it's cooling down. It's not at boiling point no more. Beer in here, preferably, a strong alcohol or whatever. But I don't like bad tasting alcohol. I drink Bud Light Platinum, maybe the lime sometimes. I can't fan of the black stuff that they had, the Bud Light black stuff. But that's not about the only type of beer I drink without grenadine and limes and stuff like that. But I look, whoop, the beer's in here. Boil water till it's dissolved. Now you take the orange juice. Real simple. I'm not even gonna go through all the steps. I'm gonna just tell you. Take the orange juice, pour it all in here. Pour the boiling water in here. Run it under some hot water in the sink until it's real warm. Then after that, you take and you wrap it up real nice. Set it wherever you're gonna set it at. Try to put like 5 shirts over it, 2 blankets or something like that. The more the better. The more it's gonna sweat and keep hot and insulate it, right? The heat. And after that, you let it rock out. Oh, excuse me. Just a little bit of sugar. Don't put all the sugar in there. Just a little bit. Water. It's gonna cut it down a little bit. Strong concentrated orange juice. You throw it in there. You let it rock for a day and a half, 2 days, right? No extra sugar in it. Just a little. No extra sugar in it. Now, once it's 2.5 days, you add a quarter of the sugar you want to use. The more sugar, the more alcohol, right? Use a quarter of that, and then 3.5 days in, you add the rest of the sugar, or just a little bit, and then it's gonna start blowing up. You burp it just a little bit. You put a hole in the top of this, 2 holes. Take one straw, put it right here. Take the other straw. Take one straw, put it right here, and bend it, and put it back into there. So it'll push out air, and it goes right back in there. and it's just a constant cook, so you don't have to keep opening it all day, and it will bust on you. So when you're done, leave as much left for alcohol in it, and then cook the next batch. Simple as that, man. I don't gotta take you through all these steps. I ain't gotta tell you all this BS. Do it this way, and you're gonna get drunk. Nah, to how to distill it, go look up how to do that, because that's just a little bit too much for me. But distilling it, the only thing you do is turn it white, and then make it more pure. Take away the stuff that's not alcohol, and it get your body don't have to break down so much stuff to get to the alcohol. So it seems like it gets you a lot drunker, but really it just gets you drunker fast. So, but a way to counteract that, if you're young and you active, do some exercises before you get drunk. Get your blood pressure to rushing. And it's gonna push this through your body fast as possible, and you're gonna get drunker a lot faster. It's kind of like taking a pill or snorting a pill. So shout out to all my babies who taught me how to do this. Yeah, I'm savage mode right now. Y'all see that? Ooh. Peace out, y'all, man. Hey, leave a comment or something like that, man. Holla at your boy. Mob Life Mike Da Vinci. Mixtape on the way soon. You gotta get my funds up, though. You see I'm making homemade beer, man. I'm living out of bag. You dig what I'm talking about? You know, ain't no flatties around here in the basement and nothing like that, but we working on it, baby.